Why do some people stop growing, even though they are intelligent? It is not because they lack knowledge. It is because they believe they already know enough. When the mind is filled with pride, there is no room left for wisdom. A person who thinks they know everything stops asking questions, stops listening, and stops learning. True wisdom begins with humility, the willingness to admit that there is always something new to learn. In today's story, a brilliant young scholar visits a wise monk, believing he already understands life. But a simple cup of tea teaches him a lesson that books never could. Listen carefully, because this story may reveal why the greatest obstacle to learning is not ignorance, but pride. A young scholar named Vichea was famous for his intelligence. He had read countless books and won many debates throughout the kingdom. 2. As his knowledge grew, so did his pride. He began believing there was little left for anyone to teach him. 3. Whenever others shared their opinions, Vichea quickly interrupted them, convinced that his own understanding was always better. 4. Hearing of a wise monk who was respected for his wisdom, Vichea decided to visit him, not to learn, but to prove that his knowledge was greater. 5. He found the monk sitting peacefully in a small hut surrounded by quiet mountains and bowed politely. 6. Vichea spoke for a long time about philosophy, success, and everything he had studied, leaving almost no opportunity for the monk to speak. 7. The monk simply smiled, prepared 2 cups, and began pouring hot tea into Vichea's cup. 8. The tea slowly reached the top of the cup, but the monk continued pouring without stopping. 9. Soon the tea overflowed onto the table and spilled onto the floor. 10. Startled, Vichea exclaimed, "Master, the cup is already full. It cannot hold any more." 11. The monk gently set down the teapot and looked at him with a warm smile. 12. He said, "Just like this cup, your mind is already full of your own opinions and pride." 13. If you believe you already know everything, how can new wisdom ever enter? 14. The first step to learning is not collecting more knowledge, it is making room for it. 15. Vichea lowered his head, realizing that his greatest obstacle had never been a lack of intelligence, but an excess of pride. 16. From that day forward, he listened more than he spoke, asked more than he answered, and discovered that true wisdom begins with an open and humble mind.